Hi, T.L.T. Carlson here, and the Criterion Collection continues to do what they do best. Of course, they've had their sale going on over at Barnes & Noble, so I've dipped my toes into that plenty. And one of my latest acquisitions and newest releases from the Criterion Collection is After Hours, classic underrated 1985 film from Martin Scorsese. I'm going to unbox this release, share my opinions, and let you know what I think. Great cover art with our protagonist in the foreground and plenty of the other random characters in the background. There's our spine text, back cover. As with all Criterion releases, this includes a fold-out booklet. It's in the style of the Wanted poster. I really like the way that looks. Then you got some more imagery from the film there. This folds open like so. As always, good to see Criterion going the extra mile with their releases. We then get two discs in here. Of course, we have the film on Blu-ray, which also includes the bulk of the bonus features. And then we have our 4K Ultra High Def disc of the movie. Underneath the discs and the booklet in there, we have a New York map and then another, goofy bathroom wall drawing from the film. I'm going to read the description of the movie as follows from the back cover. Desperate to escape his mind-numbing routine, uptown Manhattan office worker Paul Hackett ventures downtown for a hookup with a mystery woman. So begins the wildest night of his life, as bizarre occurrences involving underground art punks, a distressed waitress, a crazed Mr. Softy truck driver, and a bagel and cream cheese paperweight pile up with anxiety-inducing relentlessness and thwart his attempts to get home. With this Kafka-esque cult classic, Martin Scorsese, abetted by Michael Bauhaus's scene-stealing supporting turns by Linda Fiorentino, Cary Garr, Catherine O'Hara, and John Hurd, directed a darkly comic tale of mistaken identity, turning the desolate night world of 1980s Soho into a bohemian wonderland of surreal menace. New York City is the most filmed city in history, but I don't think any filmmaker has ever utilized New York City better than Martin Scorsese. This man is one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, and of course, his triumphs of cinema are numerous. I mean, you have things like Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, Casino, and even someone like him has a lot of underrated films as well that tend to fall through the cracks despite their excellence. A prime example of this, of course, is After Hours, which was released in 1985, and for whatever reason, this one just doesn't pop up in conversations about Martin Scorsese films that often. And that's a shame because this is actually a very good movie. Darkly comedic, but certainly relatable. Who among us has been stuck in a rut, working the same job day in, day out for years, wanting a break from the routine, only to find that break in the routine ends up being a bit of a mess? That's exactly what our protagonist goes through here, and it's just interesting seeing him stranded on the opposite end of New York City trying to get home, and all the people, places, and situations he finds himself running into. The supporting cast is just as good. Did you know that there was a movie that had the dad from Home Alone and the mom from Home Alone before Home Alone? Well, now you do. And you got plenty of other great supporting players, including the likes of Cary Garr. And just seeing everyone and how everything comes together here, it really speaks for itself. Martin Scorsese, again, he's that director that absolutely knows how to use New York City to its fullest as a filming location. And while this movie is nowhere near as popular as some of his other more critically acclaimed works, it's certainly no less excellent, and I really think this one deserves a second look. Admittedly, this was actually my first time seeing the film. It will definitely not be the last. I'm happy to report that the Criterion Collection gives this movie an excellent transfer. This movie, of course, being set primarily at night in New York City with a lot of deep, dark shadows, but at the same time, colorful, interesting environments, really benefits from the push to 4K. Of course, you get those deep, dark, black levels and shadow detail, but whenever there's bright, vibrant colors in the Big Apple, it really shines through in this film. I'm happy to say Criterion did an excellent job with this. As with any Criterion release, in addition to the booklet, you got plenty of nice bonus features, including commentary tracks and some interviews and making of featurettes. And any fan of the movie, you're absolutely going to want to go through and watch those. This is a very underrated movie that it deserves a lot more credit than it gets. I can highly recommend this release, and I'm glad this is one I picked up during the Criterion sale over at Barnes & Noble. Are you a fan of After Hours? Where would you rank this in the filmography of Martin Scorsese? Comment down below. and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos, and make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.